For AI masking, Darktable is using the SAM2.1 model from Meta AI, and this model is available in different sizes from teeny to large. But for some reason, Darktable decided to ship with the small model. I think this is because the large model is too big for the minimum hardware requirements. But if your computer can handle it, I think you will be able to get better mask by using it. So in this video, I will show you how you can install the SAM2.1 Large version in Darktable 5.6. So if that sounds good for you, let's go. Before we do anything, let me show you a few examples. So let's say I open this picture. So I will open the mask manager. So let's say I generate a mask. On this picture, I want to mask the chain. Right now, I'm using the small model. One click is not enough. Let's say I do a second. This is much better, but as you can see, it didn't cover all of the chain. So some parts are missing there, and at the bottom right there. Now I switch to the large model. Again, one click, then a second. And as you can see, it's still not perfect, but it's slightly better than the SAM2.1 small model. Now let's do another example. So let's say I want to mask the boat right there. So if I click, just so you know, I'm still with SAM2.1 Large. As you can see, the mast is covered, so it's not perfect. So I see the rope right there. They are not covered by the mask, but it's not so bad. Now if I switch to the small model and I generate my mask again. Now if I click, as you can see, the mast is not being covered. So of course you could add clicks to mask more parts of the boat, but still you see I did another click and it's not perfect. So like I was saying, the SAM2.1 Large model is slightly better than the small. So if you use it, you should get better masks. This is not a scientific benchmark, but this is the type of differences I was seeing when testing it. Overall, the large model is slightly better. Not by much, but if your hardware is able to handle it, I think it's worth using it because you will get slightly better masks. Now to install the large model, there are two options, the easy and the hard. But we will start with the hard because this is YouTube after all, so I have to make you watch the video until the end just for the algorithm and all that stuff. I'm just kidding, so we will start with the easy solution, but make sure you give me a like. With Darktable 5.6, we can import AI models using a .dt model file. And I've created one for you, and you can download it using the link in the video description. Once you click on the link, you will get to my Hugging Face Git repo. So once there, you click on File and Versions, and there you will see a file named mask object SAM2.1 Large.dt model. So you click on the small download button, and you wait until everything has been downloaded. Once the DT model has been downloaded, you can fire up Darktable 5.6. Next, you go to Settings, AI, and then there are buttons at the bottom. One of them is labeled Import from File. So you click there, you go to your download folder or wherever you downloaded the DT model file. You double click on the DT model file and you click on Open. So now that's it. As you can see right there, we have our large model. So I just have to enable it. That's it, it's enabled. I don't think I have anything else to do. So if let's say I open this picture, I'm going on mask and I click on the AI button. It will analyze the image. Now I'm ready, I can click. And voila, you can now generate mask using SAM2.1 Large. Just so you know, when I tested it, it was using roughly 4 GB of RAM on this laptop. So before you install that model, make sure your computer can handle it. Also, generating mask will take longer than with the small model. But if you have a GPU, I think it's worth it. Now, if you don't trust my DT model file, or if you just want to know how it was created, I will show you right now. Again, in the video description, there is the link to my Hugging Face Git repo. And there I've put a markdown file with all of the steps. But I will still show it to you in this video. First, we need to git clone the Darktable AI repository. So we will run this command. Before you run it, make sure you run it from a folder where you can git clone. So I'm gonna clone it. Okay, everything has been downloaded. So we do cd Darktable AI to go in the Git repository. And now we do this to install the submodules. This will clone the Facebook Research SAM2 Git repo. So again, it will take forever in this hotel. So I will stop the video and get back to you shortly. Okay, download completed. Now we run this command to create the virtual environment and all that stuff. Now we can create the model file. So we will do this to create a folder in model/mask object SAM2.1 Large. That's it. Now in that folder, we need to put a YAML file that contains all the model configuration. There are two ways for doing that. The first is to copy the YAML file you have in the SAM2.1 small folder. So the path is model/mask object SAM2.1 and there you see you have a file named model.yaml and that file is the configuration for the small model. So if we look, you see all of the configuration. So if you want, you can use that file, rename it for SAM2.1 Large, and then change all the references inside. But for this video, what I will do instead is I will go to my guide and I will just copy everything that is here. Actually, I will start by creating the file with Nano. So Nano. I'm creating the file, then I copy everything here. And that's it. Control X to exit, Y, and that's it. Now we need to download the checkpoint. So to do so, we run this command. Okay, downloaded. Let me clear that. I should have done that before, but I will increase the size for you guys. Now we need to run this command to create the ONNX model. So we will convert the original SAM2 large model into ONNX. Okay, so the ONNX model was created, so I will clear that again. Now it's time to package that ONNX model into a .dt model file so we can import it in Darktable 5.6. So I will run this command. What it will do is it will take the ONNX encoder and decoder. It will also create the configuration file for the SAM2 large model. And then it will put it inside the zip file and rename the zip file into a .dt model. And voila, we have our DT model. It's inside output. And if I look there, you see I have my DT model right there. Now you can import that file inside Darktable. So you need to fire up 5.6. You go to Settings, AI. Now you click on Import from File and you go where you generated the DT model file. So in my case, it's under Template, Darktable AI. Then it's inside Output and I have my DT model right there. So you double click and you import it. That's it. Then make sure it's enabled. So you click there and that's it. You can create masks. Boom. That's it for me. See you next time.